Skip, this is your August 5th lesson, kind of a restart lesson. We hadn't seen you for a while, but here it is. We had some, this is how we started, so we'll play this thing through and just, okay. So we have, if you just look at it in general, right, you just take it back. If you look at your lower body turns through, you release that back foot. So this swing overall is way better than when we started, okay? You had kind of a lower body lockdown, but see how you're turning your hips through, your belt buckles turn into the target. All of that's really good, okay? Things that are, you got kind of the move of the top. So let's look at what we started with. Okay, so setup is good. If anything, I'd like your eye line a little higher and all. So then we take it back to, so we plop it inside here. Remember, right, when it's parallel to the ground, when the shaft's parallel to the ground, we want the head of the club overlapping hands. When we this fight this thing where you've had where the club goes slinging back, then up across the line, and then continue over the top. Okay? So you kind of have a loop. What you've taken that and you've kind of shut it down and know it close to unplaying. Right now, it's off the plane, the yellow line. I don't know, 50 degrees, something like that. Then the job of getting it back on plane, but it's setting up. See how the club is compared to swing plane, the yellow lines. Then over the top, and then your hands, they kind of not as bad, okay, but you get checkpoint. Top checkpoint. At this point, out of the club to be we want to heel. We started with it on any shallow direction. We just have to towards line. Okay, it's going to make it easier. Okay. So, death move, the hands just club. See, it's just and then when are waist high, we know by on the very good golf has it on the move is when parallel to this club head should be a little inside your hand. And see how the club is here to hit to where it's line. So you ended up with this action on the left here. Okay. So it's kind of staged, but still you're hitting most of the right spots. Okay. See how we get it up to, you know, it's a better top position. It's better by the right forearm instead of being at that angle, which is to be, I don't know, at 30 degrees. It's more like 10 degrees. Okay, you still have a depth problem, and see how your shoulder is pretty level. You got to work still on keeping that left shoulder under. Remember, on your takeaway, you kind of slide that shoulder, and what we need to do is rotate around the spine so that at the top of the swing, we want the shoulders tilt. See, the shoulder tilt is out here like miles from the ball. What we want is that shoulder tilt perpendicular to the spine, which would be somewhere, you know, maybe 6 feet outside the ball instead of, you know, like 50 yards. Okay, so it just makes the swing easier. Okay, but again, you perfectly right on your forearm. See that? It's the red circle. I'll give you a picture of it, and then the next checkpoint, when the club is parallel to the ground, when the shaft is parallel to the ground, you have to see the club head on the left is just behind your hands, which is perfect. Not so much on the one on the right here, where it's outside your hands. So this one now, once we get it to here, this is where you know your athletic ability to hit a baseball will take over. From here on, we'll just run it wham. You can just turn through there and whack it. Okay, so now because the shoulders are so steep, let's look at the one on the left. So we're up here in a pretty good spot. Shaft-wise is perfect. And then you're getting ready, but as you drop your hands, you drop your whole body down. And most of it is see, if your left shoulder is like this, and your right shoulder is like this, higher. I'm sorry, the left shoulder is lower, right shoulder's higher. You don't have to squat. You can just rotate through. So you got to work offline on getting the left shoulder rotated around your spine and over your right foot at the top.